A lot of you choose Cuisinart. The name stands for itself. I mean, we all love the name. And the thing is, Mark, I'm just going to show them what they get here.
Sure.
It's almost like Cuisinart, which you know and love and have recognized that name. They've curated the knives that we need in the kitchen. Now, this, I don't care. Everybody needs a chef's knife. Normally, a chef's knife sells for about, you know, let's be honest, right?
That's your go-to. A decent one's going to be...
Absolutely. Technically, would we call this our fillet?
Yeah, that's a fillet or slicing knife. We're going to show you some incredible demonstrations with salmon on that.
Beautiful. I love the colors, by the way. All non-stick as well.
All non-stick.
There's that famous Santoku that everybody loves.
We're going to make sure that's in there.
Right? Paring. You do a lot of things with a paring knife that I didn't even think of.
Absolutely got to have it.
And you know, like your utility knife, you got to have it, the go-to
You got to have it so nobody steals your other knives.
Well, there's that.
Let's be honest here, right?
And then, of course, they all have their individual sheaths as well. This is the first time that we've seen it. It is $24.95 for my show, and it's free shipping as well. Boy, the guests are never coming back. If you're slicing fruit that
I can make
thin,
a grape last a month and a half. Listen, guys, about I would say twice a year, Cuisinart comes out with a brand new technology in the form of a coating on their knives. And I got to say, 500,000 sets later, I pay attention when it happens.
Yeah,
okay,
no kidding.
And this is Cuisinart's brand new pearlized knife set, and this has been made to really bring out what our customers have been asking for, and that is a knife that is so non-stick that it absolutely works with you no matter what you're doing. So watch what I mean here, okay? This knife is one of those ones that whether you are new in the kitchen, a little bit more advanced, whether you're you know, the cook at home, or whether you're just one of those at-home chefs and you love doing this. But here's my point, you guys. Nothing suction cups onto this knife, which I love. The food falls off, and that is so important to me.
So non-stick, non-stick, non-stick.
Right.
By the way, Alicia, the best line of the night, she said she needs a unicorn knife set, and that is very well said, Alicia. I love that. Joey loves Cuisinart knives, and we do too. And the name, of course, stands for quality, and this is really a curated set. Not only pretty with a purpose, non-stick, non-stick, non-stick all day, and Cuisinart, we love that name, but it's nice to know you're getting all the pieces that you need out of the box. Also non-stick, but you did a beat which normally could stain.
Exactly, exactly. Now, listen, we are going to start with our chef's knife here, which is terrific, and this is the one you're going to go to a lot. So let me, you know, kind of point out these features. Now, first of all, these colors, these pearlized coatings are out of this world, man. Cuisinart has knocked out of the park with the look and functionality of these, without a doubt. Now, your chef's knife is going to have a French tip on it, guys. That's huge. You want to start comparing the cost of knives. Start comparing the knives that have these features in them that make the job safer and easier in the kitchen. And what's going to happen with a French tip, which is the angle that is equal to your wrist hitting your arm bone. That's the angle of the tip of the knife. That means that your close work is going to be so much easier to do. And again, when it comes time to clean, that coating has made it so these are going to be the easiest cleaning knives you've ever had. And whether your jobs are big or whether your jobs are small, it makes no interest. These knives are going to perform the same way every single time. And like we said, you guys, have a look at that. It just falls right off. And even the jobs that get a little close to your hands, these are the ones where these knives really shine, because let's be honest, we all know that a sharp knife is a safe knife. When you get into knives where you've got to fight to work with, that's when they get dangerous. So when you've got a knife that nothing sticks to, is super easy to clean, and is gorgeous to boot with that Cuisinart name on it, you know you've got something. You do, and remember, to Mark's point, it's the curated collection. Yes, they're pretty with a purpose. Non-stick, non-stick, non-stick all day. They're Cuisinart, you know that name and quality. I love that Alicia calls this the unicorn knife set. That's what I'm gonna rename it, and I'll give you props and credits all the time, I promise. It is a price break for this show. It is free shipping for this show. 649-481. Yes, you get the chef, you get the fillet, you get the Santoku, you get the paring, you get the utility knife, all with their own separate sheaths. And you know, they deliver on their promise. It's Cuisinart. And the sheaths are very cool. What the sheaths are going to do for you is protect that knife in the drawer. So now I don't need 20 bucks for a knife block. We're all good there. And this protects little fingers who go and get those knives for you. Now, this is our Santoku knife, which, you know, traditionally are famous for being non-stick. And what we've done here is we've combined our brand new non-stick pearlized coating technology with the divots that are so famous on these Santoku knives. So I want you to watch this. Why is non-stick so important? You want a knife in that kitchen to go exactly where your hand and arm want it to go. You don't want it to fight. You don't want any resistance. You just want that nice, clean chop through. But you also want a knife that is absolutely going to be up to the task if you need it to do those tough jobs. And Cuisinart knows that. Like I said, you're talking about almost 500,000 sets over the course of 3 to 4 years here, and more 5-star reviews than I've ever seen. And one of the reasons is demonstrations like this, you guys. This is one of these demonstrations that I can't do with any other knife other than what these guys are giving me with their non-stick and their control.
Okay,
you can read the newspaper.
Wasn't it your father-in-law who said there's a suction cup under that tomato?
Oh, yeah. That's the thing about it. People are like, hold on, where's the nail holding that thing on the board? No, Andy, look at this. That's just, nothing's holding that there. That's the quality of the knife, and that's why people love these knives.
They do indeed. Boy, we love you as well. Vicky said that beat LOL indeed. And Patricia and Zudi, you are right. We love free shipping. I mean, free shipping, and again, the unicorn knife set, all of the ones that you really need, pretty with a purpose, non-stick all day.
Exactly.
Cuisinart name that you know and love, and what a thoughtful gift. I mean, I know Mother's Day, Father's Day, you certainly could split up the set. No one would be the wiser because, of course, they all have, their own little sheath. Zudi, you're right. I wish we had a live studio audience. I would love nothing more than to be able to feed you guys. Brooke just got our cupcake maker before that mint sold out. Mark, everybody loves their Cuisinart knives.
I'll tell you, it's been such a great run here. These knives have become legendary in the hall. People are loving them. And it's one thing for the demonstrations that you see me do here, on live TV. They're a little over the top. Ones that you might not necessarily do. Things like this that, really show the non-stick of the knives that you don't ever have to worry about it. But chances are you're probably not going to cut like that. But you are going to cut like this. This is your real world problem, all right? And you might as well use the back of a knife or a spoon if you're using a knife that's been kind of, in the drawer a bit too long.
Good point.
The blade just falls through. This is Cuisinart. You've known this name since 1972. Every single part of your house, especially in the kitchen. So when it comes to those everyday jobs like the peppers or the caprese salad that you just made, these are those workhorse go-to knives that are there for you all the time.
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, Rick, do we have the item number on the knife sharpener? Because it is important that people understand. Even though they're the unicorn knife set with the great colors, you can still sharpen them. These are still lifetime knives. Remember, any knife, once you use it, all knives, no matter how much the cost, eventually you'd want to, hone them up.
$1 or $1,000, your knife is going to dull. The quality of the blade comes in how long those edges last, and you're going to be really, really happy with the edges on these knives and how much life you get out of them. But when it comes time to sharpen them, please know that all of the knives that we give our customers can be sharpened. That way you don't have to send them out. And it's so easy to do. You've got our 3-stone sharpener here with 3 of the most popular stones in here, depending on the condition of your knives. For the coarse knives, those are the ones that you got that one knife you've had for 22 years. Start there.
Start there.
Your medium ones are, kind of, regular to heavy use. And when you've got a brand new set of knives, every week or two, give it 1 or 2 runs through the sharpener, and you are never going to notice a degradation in that knife. And here's where that's going to matter, Shannon. Watch this.
By the way, William, that answers your question. That's the great little knife sharpener that we recommend. Oh, wow.
That had the skin on it.
Yeah.
And that's one thing to watch, Shannon, but before we move to the other table here in those last couple of knives, this is the demonstration that I always say, this is your phone a friend demonstration. Wake the neighbors, find anybody that loves camping, boating, hunting, or fishing. Now with Easter coming up, this slicing knife is going to be great for all your proteins and stuff. But can you imagine a knife in a set with a price like that gives you a cut like that? And I'll do that one more time because this matters. This really matters. You want to talk non-stick? You want to talk about a knife that works with you and not against you? To do this kind of knife, which is usually reserved for a blade that costs in the hundreds, out of this world.
No, I'm impressed. So, Rick, if it's okay, I know we have limited time remaining. I know you see that clock on your screen. I'd love to remind everybody about the cupcake maker because a lot of you are asking. Many of you are grabbing that mint before it sells out. But now you've got some props that I don't recognize, so I'm just
Why is there a belt here? Back off. All right, so
I'm like, I don't know where he's going with this, folks.
I don't submit my demonstrations.
Yeah, really.
Here we are. Now, this is going to be your utility knife, and if you have a close look at this blade, what we've done is we've doubled up on the serration here. That means that anything that top row of teeth doesn't get, the bottom one will. This particular knife doesn't need to be sharpened. So let me show you something here. This is for that job that you don't want anybody taking your regular knives for.
Oh, boy.
If you're cutting down the branches out and back, if kids are doing those crazy art tasks. Look at this, you guys. That's the kind of thing that we're talking about, to be able to cut through leather like that, but still, and this is what's cool, with the weight of just the knife, be able to tackle the skin of the tomato that can embarrass knives that cost 10, times as much as what you're paying here. And that's the beauty of that utility knife. So don't worry about them grabbing your good knives for their arts, crafts, and branch projects. You have one to hand off. Right?
There you go. And remember, it's a complete unicorn knife set makeover. You get all of them. The chef's knife, of course, that fillet knife, your Santoku, they are nonstick all day. You get the paring knife, you get the utility knife. They all have their own separate sheath. They are Cuisinart quality. It is free shipping. I know Junior Leonard, everybody's excited about that free shipping, as am I.
Love that.
And Patricia wanted to know where are the contact lens grape slices?
Right there. That's where they are.
There they are.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Honestly. Well, good to have you here as always, Mark.
I'm just going to keep cutting stuff. I'm making a sandwich now.
Exactly. And by the way, if you want the cupcake maker with well over 1,200 gone, how many of the mint? Okay, there are